welcome back, Daredevil, King Henry, and Max. Welcome to this new podcast episode. Today we are going here to talk about the project Elements of Kusama. I am
Thank
very
you for having us.
Thank you. It's a
so
pleasure to be here.
this podcast for everyone who is watching this episode. I have to say that we recorded this one time before, but the audio was wrong, so we have to repeat it. No, but it is good because you have a lot of news about Elements of Kusama. No,
Definitely.
Yes, definitely.
so let's start talking about you as the other time, your background, who you meet each other to start this project, and everything you want to tell us.
Max, do you want to start?
Yeah, sure. I'll just chat a little bit. So first of all, let me thank you for having us back on your podcast again. It was already quite a fun time talking with you the first time, and was only another nice message that we got that we can come back to record a second time, and especially with all the news that recently happened in our project. So yeah, I'm Max. I'm taking a little bit of the organizational role in this whole project of the Elements of Kusama, and I'm responsible for the law writing and basically doing a little bit of everything everywhere. And yeah, so my background in crypto goes back to the end of 2018, I would say. And I first started a little bit more from the investment side and less from the project side or development side. So I was more interested in the financing and everything. But at some point I met 𝗘𝗹𝗲𝗺𝗺, who now is basically our CTO and does everything in regards of the technical implementations. And I got a little bit more deeper into the whole idea of crypto as this big liberator and the possibility for us to fight the big old financial systems. And yeah, I basically was hooked, and I wanted to participate and to contribute to this whole community. And there was no better space than Kusama. And yeah, currently I'm a medical student, so a little bit of a different topic than crypto. But I think if you have different influences from everywhere, you just get more creative and can contribute even more to the whole DOTSAMA universe.
Perfect.
The one question is, who of you was the first who fall in love with DOTSAMA ecosystem first?
It was me, Daredevil. It was quite a time. I think it was 2020 in October or something, when I first saw Polkadot, or above Polkadot, really early from my point of view. And then I digged a little bit deeper and I found Kusama, and I liked the style of this ecosystem because it was more creative, and it told me about chaos. And I'm really a person who is connecting myself a little bit with the chaos narrative. And yeah, this was the first time I come across Kusama and DOTSAMA, the whole DOTSAMA universe.
So the last one to tell us a little bit about you is you, Henry. Who you meet this ecosystem, and well, who you started?
Yeah, thanks. Also, hello everyone, and thank you for having us. I can basically also tell another story again. It's, I think, one of our big strengths, that we are all really from different areas and come with different approaches to all of this Kusama and crypto world. I studied engineering, so I have an engineering coding background, and that's basically how I first came to the crypto world, 2017, when there was the first big hype, and Bitcoin reached the $20,000. I was getting attracted, and basically what interested me back then the most was the mathematical side, like the cryptography. And so I digged into the blockchain and the different hashing algorithms and stuff like this. And so I kept following up the whole crypto thing. It went down. Financially, it was getting less interesting. And so I kept staying in touch with it all the time, and started investing as well a bit, but just basically playing around. And then at last year, at the end of last year, my friends here, 𝗘𝗹𝗲𝗺𝗀 and Max, approached me and told me about Kusama and Polkadot and their dream idea of Elements of Kusama. And so basically I joined the project and took part as the coder, taking the coding perspective. And so far it's a crazy journey. I learned so much. It's especially with RMRK, with all of the different blockchain extrinsics and stuff like this. Like there's it's our own little world, and it's like a crazy environment. Yeah.
It is the perfect ecosystem to builders. It is what I think. So let's start to talk a little bit about your project, Elements of Kusama. You are going to have to repeat what is about your project from the start, from the beginning.
Elvi, I would also do a little introducement about myself. It was just a small before, so I would introduce myself. So I studied business administration a few years back, and I'm done with it 2019. I came into crypto at 2016 the first time, but I was just investing, but my feeling said this is something what is more huge than investing or doing money, because of the technology side, because I love to play with digital things. And a few years later, after my study, I wanted to wrap my head around this all ecosystem, and all around I wanted to know more about cryptocurrency and blockchain and everything what is into it, like dApps or something. And I was really hyped after I understood all the other things, and I wanted to create something. And when I came to Kusama or DOTSAMA, I felt like this is the perfect place for long time building, and I resonated with that. And I'm a person who is really into creating ideas or concepts, and that's because I'm now here with my two friends, Max and Hendrik, and create something like that. And that's my introduction. Thank you.
Thank you, 𝗘𝗹𝗲𝗺𝗀. It is the thing, no? It is the perfect ecosystem for builders, and you three are, as I was saying, you are very creative minds, no? As everyone who are creating things here. So, Elements
Definitely.
of Kusama, NFT Comic. It is the first NFT comic, at least on all the old Kusama ecosystem, no? So let's start. Let's start doing a little introduction about Elements of Kusama.
Okay, so I'm sure you already watched the first episode we released, and we all hope you liked it. Yeah, so what we are doing right now, our whole team is doing, is creating a very broad universe of mythological lore, of a enticing story, basically, which will include many sub-storylines, which will include so many amazing character designs, and will remind maybe some people of other big storytelling entities like Lord of the Rings or even computer games or something. So we are basically creating a whole universe which we want to communicate to the people that are interested in a visual and also very like atmospheric way. So we want to have this whole complete idea where we not only want to have the visual, the comic, but also the right music, sound effects, and voiceovers. And what basically is one of our main ideas is, with this comic, we want to educate the people in the Kusama space, and we want to make them reflect on themselves in relation to the DOTSAMA space or to the economics, to their social peers and everything. We really want to stimulate their minds. And also, when we will grow, we want to attract greater minds. I mean, we try to be as creative as possible, but there are always people that will be more creative, or there are so many smart people in the crypto space that have to say so many interesting things, and that's exactly what we want to attract. We want them to engage with our project, and the possibility is there that we design them as a character in our story and give them the chance to articulate the ideas that are most valuable to them, and thereby they will tell their story in a metaphorical way to our listeners and engage with the community in an even more interesting way than just like, for example, now you can either listen to 1 hour of podcast, which is probably stuffed with information, or you watch 5 or 10 or 20 minutes of a very interesting comic, and then you think about all the metaphors and the pictures that were shown there, and think about how these concepts relate to yourself in the real life, in the ecosystems that you're engaging with.
All you say, it is amazing, really, because just think about who we are going to see this. Well, all projects we are creating right now, but your project, this specific project, it is amazing. It is unique. Who we are going to see it for a few years later. No, it is like the start of a very long term project, as you were was saying, no? And
Definitely a marathon for us, not a sprint. We have so many ideas that need to be implemented, and we really want to take our time to deliver the right quality with that.
I love your vision to attract more creative people, more, and your philosophy to introduce new users to Kusama ecosystem. No, it is like I am seeing your comic right now. Meanwhile we are talking, I have in the background your video, your first episode. It is incredible. The art, the concept, and the story. No, it is always I say this the same. No, the best NFT projects are the NFT projects that are community driving, or are very very friendly with the community. Sorry for my English. And above all, the storyline. No, share a story. It is the most important thing for me, and you are doing all that.
Yes, I would jump in here. I think that's really one of the basic
Yeah, sorry.
Hendrik,
Yeah.
you were cut.
Hello.
You were gone for a second.
Okay. So, but I'm now back.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. Sorry. Hope it's gonna work now. Yeah, I just said I think all of the Kusama ecospace and especially the NFT ecospace on Kusama with Remark is super young, and basically it's. I think it's one of the remarkable things about it is that the amount of developers, of coders, of people who are really know the strength, the technical abilities of this product of the implementation of Remark is super high compared to other NFT ecospaces. And so basically where is the lack of people is in audience and people who are really just appreciating the art. And so yeah, if I think that's like us the whole thing about it, that the whole ecospace is growing, and yeah, you attract people, and yeah, it's beneficial for everyone.
No, it is like as you say before, the Kusama ecosystem. It is of the really early stage, and I hope that so this year we will see more people coming to the ecosystem. No, it is thanks to projects like this podcast and your project with Elements of Kusama. All of that is going to attract more people and show this ecosystem more friendly for new users. So,
Exactly. Yeah.
so tell me a little bit about more concepts about your project. No, about the what is going to be the next step with Elements of Kusama.
So currently we finished the Genesis episode 1, which showed us the creation of the whole universe of Elements of Kusama and the birth of the mightiest singularity Kusama or singularity canary 𝗘𝗹𝗲𝗺𝗀, which I'm gonna give you the little hint now. It's an analogy to Tiamat, which is a very old type of god of the Mesopotamian age. I hope somebody got a reference there, but yeah. So what we are now planning, like there's so much going on in the background. Our Twitter is still going strong. We have this beautiful storytelling marketing where Lily, our amazing designer, is creating so many nice pictures that transport the vibe that we want to show to our audience and really like engages them in this adventure. And in the background, we are currently working on all these amazing implementations of Remark 2.0. We are working on collaborations with other projects, which we would love to tell you so much about, but it's still all in the development phase, so we can't spoil anything yet.
Okay.
And then like while we're creating all these new and working on all these other older ideas and want to make them work, we are of course also working on the next webcomic, on the design and the storyboard, and like the story is already written, but how the designs will look like, how the scenes will look like. Then we're working on the music, how the atmosphere will be built. So yeah, it's there's always something to do, I would say, and there can never be enough meetings, there can never be enough exchange with the community and the team. And yeah, it's just, we really feel like we arrived in this ecosystem, and the exchanges with other projects were amazing. The journey that we're now working on, it's even more amazing. And yeah, they're like, I'm staring into the void right now, just thinking about all the implementations, all the ideas that we still have in our list, and it's going to be amazing.
Yeah, I want to put a bit from my side. I was muted, sorry, and I didn't hear it. So what we are now creating is, or created, is we wanted to put more pressure into our community side. So we have a few community members who are engaging, and we wanted to put more effort in this side of our project. And now we are creating ideas how we can put more engagement in or fun in this kind of community side. So yeah, this is right now our actual part, and like Max told you, or the audience told, we are also creating the next comic and all this stuff what we want to accomplish in this next thing. And we are also have ideas for the NFT art collection, which is in the background molding. And yeah, that's the things we are on right now.
Right now, I am watching the light paper you have posted in your webpage about the roadmap. So right now, you listed the X, and we are seeing right now the Genesis story. You posted the first comic, and you are working on the second comic of this Genesis story, no?
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah. So we have the 3 episodes there. And you had a follow-up question, or?
No. Sorry, you interrupted and.
No problem.
No,
So,
my English is very
you-
difficult to me. No, yes, keep saying.
Yeah, so when you have the white paper in front of you right now, I wanted to to connect with that. Also what Pat was saying, while we're developing our second episode and the third episode, of course our main focus is to engage the community that actually wants to be part of this adventure, you know. We always talk to our followers as these great adventurers, because they're not only like following another NFT project, but they will actually be engaged in this whole community. And we are currently putting some measures in place that will make sure that it's going to be a really exciting engagement. And you can also see this from our light paper, that we actually give back a lot. You know, we will create over the Genesis stories 20 revenue sharing scrolls, which represent each 1% of our revenue, and the owner basically will get back 1% of our whole revenue, which will make over the whole span of the project. So our main focus is not to get rich by this or to get like the crazy benefits out of this, but to create a community that really sticks together, supports the project, wants to be part of this project, and sees the benefits that they can have by participating and helping to create something. So yeah.
That mechanic is very interesting. I think we are doing very similar mechanic at RT Kusama, because showing at least a little revenue, a little benefit to all the members of the community who are active and participate on the community, that generates a lot of engagement. I see it already, you know. So right now, at the end of April, you are going to send the physical comic to all holders of the X. I am right?
That's the plan, to make this in this on this date, but I would not say we do it on the end of April. Maybe it's later because I think we have something to do with the connection to our community to know where we should send this. And it's like, I think end of April and during May is a goal what we want to achieve with this part. And yeah, I hope we got this fast and that everybody gets their physical comic. And yeah, then he has two parts, like the on-chain stuff and the off-chain, and this would be very nice. Yeah,
That is really nice. It is a big job, really. You know, it is a hard job doing all that quarterly. You know, how much people are you in the team? Are you 3? But I know you are more people in the team. How much?
Max?
Okay. So yeah, the 3 of us are basically, so to say, the founders, but although Hendrik came a little bit later, yeah, we it's me who's a little bit of the organizer and lady for everything, Daredevil who's the technical guy, Hendrik the programmer, then Lily who's our amazing designer, and hopefully gonna have some future in the Twitter space too, because she really loves to engage with the whole community too. And then we have Sam, who's our basically marketing specialist and our guy for the web development and everything. And then we also have one other friend that is like as an external advisor, we could say, who was engaged also in the writing process and the character design of the story. And yeah, just, you know, we have so many friends that are super creative and very good in what they're doing. So we always, when we needed some help here and there, we just stepped back for a second and thought about who could help us really with that, and just engage with some more people, or also from the groups here, from the community or the Chaos DAO or something. Like, the community is super giving and super helpful. So it feels like we are a team of 5 people, but there's so much help just in general.
I see that you are building a strong team. That is the most important thing. No, you are prepared to do everything. So Lily is the main designer of the art. No, I will let on the description all your Twitter accounts. I follow her already, I think, on Twitter, and so you 3 are the masterminds behind all this project. And keeping talking about the roadmap. The X holds two future utilities: whitelist for the avatar minting, whitelist for coming comic episode. Yeah, it is already doing. Firedrop of our governance token. That is a very interesting thing. Who are you going to develop this governance token? You are going to do it on one parachain like Astar Network? Are you going to build a DAO? Who are you going to develop all this?
So this part of the governance token, I think we are in a state where it's, I think, too early to say when we create something of the governance token. It could be that we put it on an EVM or as a state mine token, but I think in our state right now, it's too early to think about when or where we put it. But it could be, it is definitely the way to use this in a on on Kusama. That's definitely the way. But not we don't know yet where we put this.
Yeah, I am in the same situation. I wanted to ask this because we want to do something similar with RMRK Kusama, no? We create a DAO for all the members and well, these mechanics that engage all the community. That is amazing for me. So we think it already. A lot of people recommended use Parachains as a Star Network, for example. It is like the most popular right now for creating DAOs. I don't know, but as you say, it is too early to talk about this. One thing that it is near, it is the avatar minting, no? The avatar minting for Elements of Kusama. You have a date on mind right now for the release of these avatars?
So this part is we wanted to make this after our Genesis episode, and I think we will achieve the end of our last episode of the Genesis episode in around 6 to 7 months. And I think that's the plan, to build the avatars. So we have a few months till we make this, and we also have a few ideas how we can implement 𝗷𝗁𝗁𝗀𝗀 2.0 for that. But it's too early to say we make this, because that's a heavy load, I think, what we have in plan. So let's see. But yeah, the avatars will be around 6 to 8 months from my feeling right now. So yeah.
What is important?
I would jump in.
Okay. Henry?
Yeah, I think that's a point where I also want to put some focus on, because for these avatars, it's gonna be exclusive whitelisting when you just own like any egg of the one we're selling during the episode. So right now we still have some limited eggs for selling. That's maybe one point where we can put some incentive, some advertisement. That it still it gives you some long-term benefit, and I think that's basically how you have to what is one of the most important thing about all of this eco space, that basically the whole Kusama and 𝗔𝗁𝗁𝗁𝗁 world is still in the beginning, and it's developing so fast, and I guess it's the earlier you join, the better it is.
Yep, and what's important to understand for people also is we are putting so much content out already, and we are producing the different comics and everything, but it's still for us the Genesis phase, so to say, which means like we are it's like the origin story right now. We have the roadmap and our ideas implemented already and planned out, but it's basically our founding phase right now. So when we will have the great engagement with the community, which we already have, but even greater a greater fundament and more context in the space and everything, the development of all the further steps gonna be exponential, greater and bigger, and there are gonna be more implementation cases for the avatars. There's gonna be better better designs of the comic, a longer story even. So depending on how this Genesis phase is going to be, and currently it's just looking amazing, we'll have so many more possibilities to grow stronger and faster in the future.
I love the fact that all your project development keeps following the initial stage. No, it is all conditional by this Genesis comic and all of this. I am thinking right now that I have to record some videos about your light paper, the way you are developing this project, because it is very interesting, and I didn't see any project with all this complexity. Sorry for my English, and I don't know. It is all related, and I am fascinated with all of this. I think
We have to shout out our friends at 𝗹𝗶𝗶𝗺 that are also quite complex and also are an amazing team with a good lore.
It is right. 𝗹𝗶𝗶𝗺 is other nice project that I have to invite their team to this podcast too. It is right. It is right that both projects are similar in terms of complexity, at least.
Mhm.
That is very, very interesting.
I think we are both teams who want to build something big and what is not there already in this ecosystem, and we looking to build this in a kind of time which is affordable for us, so not to rush all this thing and let it develop in time. And yeah, we are also want to integrate all the our partner projects like your 𝗷𝗵𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀 Kusama or Kusama Dragons, and a few others like the apes. Yeah, it makes fun to build a community out of NFT projects around us and around them, to be with them and grow with them. And I think that's all about this ecosystem, because we are not like people who are all about the hype and are on the hype train and want to make much money. It's all about to creating stuff who is beneficial for this ecosystem and for DOTSAMA at itself.
It is the nice thing about this ecosystem. It is an ecosystem for builders and users who want to belong to a nice project in a long-term condition. No? And all this, you are saying that the collaborations between NFT projects, between communities, that is essentially the thing that makes DOTSAMA and especially Kusama as a unique ecosystem. No, it is beautiful.
Yeah, and the possibility for multiple resource and all of this makes the collaboration so much more thrilling and so much more like there's so many more possibilities how you can convert this. So I'm like, my mind is exploding with opportunities and ideas, and it's so fun to communicate it with other projects. And yeah, the synergy is amazing. You will you can be very curious about what's going to develop in the future.
And all of this time, you have to say that it is thanks not only to Kusama, if not also to the RMRK team, the work they are doing. Recently I was studying a little more about RMRK 2.0 possibilities and all of this, and I didn't understand everything yet because it is so complex, but it is amazing. It is amazing. You can say more about this. I am sure that you know better than me about all this technology. You are more veterans on this ecosystem, especially Daredevil. No.
Or Hendrik. Hendrik is the person who is researching all this code behind the RMRK 2.0, and it's Hendrik. Do you want to say something about this mastermind technology?
Yeah, like 𝗃𝗵𝗃𝗀𝗺 was saying, right now I'm really going down this rabbit hole of the RMRK ecosystem, the ecospace, and it's incredible. Like I'm really impressed. First of all, of course, what Gavin Wood was building with all of his like layer 0 Polkadot approach and substrate, and Bruno 𝗔𝗿𝘁𝗶𝗰. I'm 100% sure I'm pronouncing his name wrong, but it's difficult. I think like the founder of RMRK. He also made a great job with it, and then came up with this amazing idea of implementing the whole NFT idea completely new. And it basically, when you think about the long-term goal, building up metaverses and making what an NFT is also useful for, like a digital certificate, which is saved on the blockchain, for example, belonging of a property of a house or something. This is all possible with RMRK 2.0, and so it's like, I think as soon as the hype starts around this, and the media get attracted, and because right now we really like just have people investing in it who are really deep into all of the technical stuff and understand. I think the Kusama ecospace, and as soon as like with this technical ability. Basically, his team already provides all of the tools we're gonna need in the future to build everything which comes to your mind in a digital metaverse or something. And this, again, makes for us it's so attractive to be part of this and to just develop our team, develop our ideas, and build up our project. Like Max said, we are in the Genesis phase. We have our clear vision in mind, and we're looking forward to grow as well. We're all driven people with a lot of creativity, and I think that's the basic idea, that we're not interested in doing a regular 9-to-5 job. And with this Kusama ecospace, we found something where we all can just be creative, be kids. Whatever we want to do, we can build it, and we're working with a leading edge technology. So yeah, it's gonna be great. We're in the right time, at the right spot of the internet, I guess.
Definitely.
Also with the right mindset, that's important. You can only value this if you also have the right mindset.
Yeah, exactly.
It is amazing, and I think I'm very excited. I don't know who in every podcast I record, I get more and more excited about RMRK and all Kusama ecosystem. It is really a life changer ecosystem. I don't know. It is, as you say, we started in crypto because the financial freedom, and now thanks to the NFT technology, all this ecosystem between communities and all of this. It is the perfect place for builders, for creativity minds to build their own business model, and financial their own bread, as we are doing right now. It is like this.
And to live in a passion economy, so to build something for themselves, to live from what they love. And I think when you love something, and there's the creators will do so much cool and beneficial things for the world when they do what they love, and when it's emotions who the world needs. I think that's perfect. When people are doing this out of love and not because they want to earn their living. And I think, in my opinion, we are heading into a decade of artists, and that's why we want to help also people out of our circle who are artists to kickstart. And I think we have the position in to help them and to educate them with this ecosystem, because it's perfect for all kind of artists, like musicians, authors, spiritual persons, in all kinds of ways. And we all know people who are in this kind of art. And yeah, it makes fun to represent 𝗷𝗁𝗀𝗀𝗺 here as a ambassador project, and we as persons. I love to talk about this kind of opportunity to make artists free, and that they can create something what is in a few years back unimaginable for them, and now it's getting more useful, and yeah, it feels good to be part of that.
The word you said, passion economy, really resonates. Like when we talk to other partner projects, like there are people that have their regular 9 to 5s, and they're making, like, they're smart people, they're making good money, they're safe, they're secure, and maybe they can pay off their loan for their house and whatever not. But when they started their projects, they already, from the beginning, they had in mind to do their exit and to go full on into their own projects and just try to finance them through that and follow their passion. For me currently, it's like I have to decide if I become a doctor or if I continue to design a webcomic. Hendrik currently is in a position where he has to take time away from his aerospace PhD to learn coding a little bit for 𝗷𝗁𝗀𝗀𝗺𝗀𝗀𝗺 and Singular. And Pat Daredevil is like, from the beginning, he's following his passion and like really found himself in this whole space and motivated us to follow our passion in this economics, in this time of this crazy economics.
That is amazing. That is really amazing. I don't know. It is amazing. All the work you are doing. Who you are taking time to build all these things. And I think the same that what 𝗘𝗹𝗲𝗺 was saying, that I am very proud to be one of the first persons here building. We are not the first. I am not the first. There are a lot of OG artists, of course, all of you, but we are in a really, really early stage. On the other podcast with Princeps, we talked about this, that only think on seeing all of this in a couple of years later, no? It is amazing. We have the one.
Yeah.
We don't have even the 1% of the NFT market for put an example, and it is the best ecosystem, best technology, and all
Yeah,
that.
it is.
And I have the feeling it's not
Definitely.
even about being first, or also when you earlier said like Everloot and we have a similar storytelling aspect, like it's not even about competition or anything with that. Everyone we engaged with was just super interested in what we are doing. We were super interested in what they're doing. Nobody had any feelings about, oh, he was doing this first, or we are doing this too slow, or we're doing this last. But everybody is just super supportive, almost oversharing with all their information they have. And also the social aspect, like the guys from Everloot are from a similar place where we are from, and we basically could meet up for a beer at any time soon, like it's not a long drive. So it's just the whole space feels like the more you engage with it. And I mean, Juan, you also have your Discord family, so you can tell me it feels like a literal family the more and more you get into the space.
It is all thanks to all projects we are developing here. We have that philosophy of open source, maybe, or that vision to help to to develop the world community. No, so sorry for my English again. It is hard to me to talk about this, no, but
It's okay.
but all creators, all artists, all veterans have the doors open for new talent, no, and it is that absolutely everyone with who I talk is asking for help or with something related to singular or something like that. Everyone answered me. Moonbearer, Yumi Arts, and a lot of famous people inside this ecosystem, no? And
Complete.
it is now our vision too to maybe, as you were saying, Daredevil, to attract more talent, more artists to remark Kusama to this opportunity. It is
Yeah.
is that it is, no. For example, I was talking recently with one friend of mine that it is a designer for marketing campaigns. And he created arts for Coca-Cola and something like that. No, it is a guy with a lot of talent, and since a few years ago he was saying to me that he's not good with his work. No, he's not comfortable. He don't like it. No, he has to search. He's not right with that. Not, and since the last week I was talking to him to introduce him to Remark, no, because he is a talented guy and has that good vibes that all creators and users has on this ecosystem. No,
Definitely.
It's a relevant thing to me. No.
I think the audience will come from self when we attract so talented people to come to us at Remark, and like you said or Max said, we are in a state of collaboration community and not the rival part like our parents or the generation before us did, because they were fearing that they don't earn enough from it when they get out of business. But for us, it's like creating experience and creating a community so that everybody is helping each other and we can live together and we can earn our living from all of that. And I think we can grow better in this kind of with this kind of mindset to collaborate and be open source to everyone, and it feels better to go like in this way.
These are an amazing times, my friends. These are amazing times. It's all incredible. So let's finish the podcast talking a little more about Elements of Kusama. I am seeing the light paper and seeing, and it is incredible all the drops you have prepared to the ex-holders and the entire community. You know, tell us a little more. What things we didn't talk yet and you want to explain to the audience?
So we have also like an implementation right now with is calling soul bonding. The soul bonding is a thing for us or for the community to know that the people want to be in the community for long term. So it's like a benefit for them to soul bond their eggs. Like we told before, you get whitelisted when you soul bond your egg, and for the avatars, and have the chance to buy the next episodes when you have a rare to god egg, to get the limited and rare eggs in the next episode for lower price. and we have a few ideas how we can put the community or benefit the community with this soul bonding system. So they have a extra section in our Discord about our alpha informations and about games where they can win other NFTs or can auction in this exclusive Discord channel for NFT we buy from the NFT art collection. So with the NFT art collection, we building something to help other projects and help other creators to develop themselves and get a help from us, and all the revenue we make in this part in the NFT art collection will go back to the NFT buying. So it's an inherent loop that when the auctions about the or the money flows in this NFT art collection, more will be both. So it's one thing, and in our mind right now, and I think we have a few things Max was creating in the past days and weeks, but it's a little bit too early to tell about, because we wanted to make something special, but I think in a few weeks, month, there will be more information about this. And about the light paper, there's what is more. We talked about the physical part, the NFT, the egg investors. Does somebody has more what we don't talk about? Max, Hendrik?
Yeah, for me, I just want to emphasize how I'm so looking forward to come again to your podcast, and after we implemented all the new ideas that right now behind the scenes, because I really think we are working out currently some one of the kind ideas that might gain incredible traction, or it might be a flop. We don't know, because it's a big idea, or like general big ideas that basically were never seen before like that. And yeah, I just look forward to come back again to your podcast and discuss the outcome of all of this.
You are absolutely invited to come whenever you want. You know that. One thing I want to ask, it is because a lot of users, a lot of people introduce in the roadmap the words metaverse, but for example, I didn't introduce that word on RMRK Kusama roadmap because we don't know yet who all of this will work. You have something in mind about this, about the metaverse, 𝗘𝗶𝗀, and all of this that will come in the near future?
So I think our approach to metaverse is like, we are not to push ourselves to go into the metaverse. It's not a must for us, because we make our own story. So we build a universe for our mind. So it's not about being in a metaverse to walk in, and metaverse right now is more a buzzword to use and to sell things. It's a marketing thing, but we are not decided if we going sometimes in a metaverse, but I don't think we build our own. That's definitely not our plan. more when our community is so engaging and wants to go in a metaverse. I think we will go. So it all depends on our development in a few months or years. I think what will come. So it's open.
I think the comparison with that is between video games and like movies based on video games. You can either play The Witcher and engage with the world there is, or you can watch the series or the movie and like witness the whole idea, or then also read the books, like you can read our comic. So we basically creating a metaverse in the mind of our followers, and if they want to change this metaverse, or if they want to engage with this metaverse, they can do so by future implementations of governance tokens or of feedback loops where they could change this, but it more or less happens a lot in their mind. And as 𝗘𝗹𝗲 said, if in the future there's going to be a metaverse that would look attractive for us, we might engage with it, but for now we focus on the creation aspect. We want to do maybe movies, we want to do a bigger story, a bigger comic, and just more art. So this is our approach to the metaverse.
That's a very nice vision. I love who you are explaining all the development. It is very fair. Sorry, my English not, but it's very correct. No, not all that marketing words, empty words. No, it is all well worked.
Yeah, with a clear vision.
Yeah, absolutely, with a clear vision. That is the word. So 1 hour of podcast. We are in good time. You can say something more if you want to explain, or we can do even other hour. Don't worry. But if you want to, you know that you are totally invited to future podcast. So so I don't know. Tell us one last thing, and we can finish this podcast, and tell the audience that in the description we'll have all the links to the social media profiles of Elements of Kusama team members. So and the first links is going to be to Elements of Kusama web, Twitter, and Singular page.
So I wanted to thank the whole ecosystem and our investors or our community, and as well the 𝗘𝗹𝗲, because without the help of this creative builders, it would be no Elements of Kusama, and I'm very grateful for their inspiration and that they help us to create something like that, with all kinds of like inspiration, money, and help. Yeah, it's wonderful to be in this ecosystem, and when I see somebody of this ecosystem, I would just hug them. I love it. And yeah, I just want to say thank you.
Very nice.
And I mean, you're part of this ecosystem too. You give us the opportunity to articulate ourselves on your podcast and to share our deepest thoughts to the community. So also a big hug and thank you to you.
Yeah.
We wish you all the best with your project. We look forward to future interactions and collaborations, and this journey is gonna be fucking amazing, my man. It's gonna be
Thanks a lot for your words, guys. You know that I have a gift for you three. I have a special gift for 𝗘𝗵𝗺, 𝗘𝗹𝗲𝗺, but you two, I want to give you two one NFT for our RMRK 2.0 collection, the icebergs of meta talks. That we are in an early stage, but I will be very glad to have you three at our community too. I want to be part of your community also. I will buy one egg very
You
soon.
will definitely. You will definitely part of it. We have like right now a little bit collaboration ideas we want to express, and we know that you are one collaboration partner, and we want to invite
Not
you in
only a
our
collaboration
VIP
partner,
section.
not only a collaboration partner. After coming back here, and we're gonna continue to stay in contact. You're part of the family, man. That's not
Yeah,
just
right.
a common project.
Completely.
The future science for well, so sorry for my English. I
It's okay. It's okay. We know that what you want to express.
Yeah. So Henry,
It's pure love.
so exactly. So Henry, if you want to say one last thing before the end of the podcast too.
Yeah, basically, I think everything is said. We're looking forward into a crazy future, and I guess we're all gonna look back into this stage. Everything is gonna develop so fast, and I'm looking forward to what is gonna happen with RMRK, with our project, with everything. Your project, I'm also super excited. So let's see where this is gonna go.
I'm always following.
Thanks you all. I want you to know one thing, Henry, and you for me, you are a superhero. All developers are superheroes for me because you're. It is that is, no? The developers are the pillar for all we are creating. So thank you guys for being here, and you are totally invited to next podcast every whenever you want.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for your
Thank you,
gift.
Elvi.